It doesn't matter whether you are purchasing a really swanky Mercedes or a really humble Maruti Celery or something like that. Every car is special, and you will see, depends on manufacturer, either you will see a A, B, C or a 1, 2, 3, one of these.
PDI is pre-delivery inspection.
Correct. So thanks for telling that. So those PDI stickers will tell you what grade of car or bike you are getting. See, if the manufacturer is saying it's a B grade car, it's a B grade car. They will not put on a B sticker just for no reason. It's not.
They're not doing it for fun.
Don't take a car which has been used. You're not buying a used car. You are buying a brand new car, and you should feel it.
Absolutely.
When you are buying two-wheelers. And that is, please ensure that the bike you are taking is a sealed bike.
Right.
Like all those things which I spoke about earlier, that a sticker has to be there.
Hello and welcome to Connecting Rod, Auto Today's official podcast. In today's agenda, we have something that is very special for each and every enthusiast. In fact, it's special for anyone who's taking delivery of a brand new car. But there are quite a few things to take care of, things that the dealerships may not tell you. But me here with Mr. Rahul Ghosh, who's been an esteemed member of the ICOTY team, the ICOTY jury, the IMOTY jury, and one of the top senior journalists in the country. Thank you so much for joining us, Rahul.
That's a lot of words, Abhinav. Thank you so much. But yeah, buying a new car is something which is very special.
Yeah, absolutely.
We being car enthusiasts is one thing, but I have spoken to and I have met many friends of mine who are not exactly car guys.
Correct.
They are general people who use a car from going from point A to point B.
Right.
And all of them have bought a new car and recently, and they were just so thrilled about the whole experience.
Absolutely.
One of my cousins, he could barely sleep the night before because his new car was coming the next day, and he reached the dealership before even the dealership opened. So he actually left his parents behind, and his wife and his parents took a different cab and came much later because he was out.
Right.
But the point which I want to make here is that through these experiences which I have spoken to these guys, my cousins, my friends, I have realized that there are a lot of rights which you are not aware of.
Absolutely.
There are a lot of things which you should know much before the delivery actually.
Absolutely. I think we should pick it off from there where it starts way before.
So let's get to a point where you've selected a car.
Yeah.
Let's say XYZ, any car. It doesn't matter whether you are purchasing a really swanky Mercedes or a really humble Maruti Celery or something like that. Every car is special.
Right.
And the story begins when you decide the make and model and variant.
Correct.
You go to a dealership.
Again, selecting a dealership also that,
Yes, of course. So I am at a position where you have selected a dealership. You've got the best deal as per your will.
Right.
You are happy with what you are getting. You are getting the right color. You are getting everything which you wanted from a XYZ car.
Correct.
Can be anything.
Correct.
Now what you do? The dealership representative will come to you with the paperwork to book your vehicle.
Correct.
Right?
Right.
That's where the story begins.
Right.
Or rather, that's where your story begins. Because please understand that these cars are mostly mass manufactured, right? They're manufactured on a line
Right.
in a massive factory which is churning out hundreds and thousands of vehicles. But the game changer here is that every vehicle made on that line is different from each other.
Correct.
Now, how does that happen?
Correct.
That happens because on the line, each car cannot be the same.
Right.
Although they will say, okay, each bolt has to be torqued to a certain level, etc., etc., but each car is not same. And the manufacturer acknowledges that at factory level.
Correct.
Now, how do you know what kind of a car you are getting?
Right.
Are you aware of it?
I think you should start off, or the first thing that I would do is probably that visual inspection that everybody goes through. This I'm talking in much later in the process once the car arrives. But I think we'll start off with you.
Correct. So when you go and check on a car or a bike, it
Right.
can be anything. It's actually common to car and bike. And when I say car, please don't mistake that we are letting bikes away. We
No,
are all
it's-
motorcycle people, and it belongs to everybody, right? So when the person comes to you with the documentation of booking the vehicle, your first thing should be show me the vehicle.
Correct.
Now he'll say, okay, it's a red Expulse or a white
Wagon R.
whatever, Wagoner or whatever it is. He said, no, I want to see the car,
The specific car
the
that I'm getting.
specific car which I am getting.
Right.
Now, if it is a really hot model you are buying, the dealer might say कि सर ये तो stock में नहीं है, गाड़ी आएगी तो दिखाएंगे.
Correct.
Agree to that and tell the dealer that you take my booking, but I will first see the car I am getting.
Correct.
Why?
Before payment is made or anything of that sort.
Payment you make.
Okay.
You make the payment, no problem.
The booking amount.
The booking amount you can make.
Correct.
But the VIN number of the car which goes on that sheet
Yeah.
will only happen after you have visually inspected the vehicle.
Correct.
Now, why is that?
Right.
When you see the car, I'll give you two examples. First, I will give you of one car which I own, and the second one will be of a motorcycle which I owned.
Right.
This will also give you an idea of what to do with a car and a bike because they are separate. When you see the car, go straight to the driver's side windshield of your vehicle. You will see 3 stickers there.
Right.
It will say PDI,
Yeah.
right? And you will see, depends on manufacturer, either you will see a ABC or a 1, 2, 3, one of these.
PDI is pre-delivery inspection.
Correct. So, thanks for telling that. So, those PDI stickers will tell you what grade of car or bike you are getting.
Right.
Now, A is a top grade car which has passed all tests with flying colors at factory level.
Correct.
Now, you might be thinking that what is this test that they do? Each and every vehicle which leaves the factory line is tested for even the minutest discrepancies.
Correct.
Let me put it that way. And depending on that, a manufacturer will rate that particular variant or rather the particular car in this format. Like say A, B, C.
Correct.
Like say for example, my car was a A car.
Right.
And that meant that each and every part of that car is up to spec to the highest quality which Hyundai can produce in India.
Correct.
Now, what happens when it's B? B is minor paint defects, minor electrical glitches,
Correct.
and one more something.
Right.
So, low fluid levels. Yes,
Correct.
these are the 3
When
pointers.
you can talk about something like panel gaps, the paint consistency.
No, that is C.
Okay, that's C. Okay,
That's
right.
C.
Right.
Right? So, B, you will see your car might have minor blemishes on the paint, might have a small little scratch somewhere. Your fluid levels might be slightly lower than what it is. Is it a deal breaker? No. But is it a deal maker? Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Because then you go out to the dealership and say, boss, this car has these blemishes. Either you get this rectified, give me a new car or give me a heavy discount on this car.
Fair. Yeah.
So you will see these B grade cars coming in at the end of the life cycle of the car more.
Correct.
Because by that time the tooling and everything is tired.
Right.
It's not doing the same job which it used to do when the car was first launched 5 years back.
Correct.
Right? A recent sale of a car, I will not name the brand, had these blemishes.
Correct.
And the car was a B grade car.
Right.
Then there is a C. The C is essentially the car has problems.
Right.
Right? But all those problems can be rectified at dealership level.
Right.
Right? So that when the dealership gets a C grade car, it will not show it to you first.
Correct.
It will first work on the car, get those problems sorted, and then put it onto the showroom floor.
Fair.
Now, all this you can only see if you inspect your car before the car documentation is being set to stone.
Yeah.
Once the documentation is done, you are over. The story is over. That is your car for life. As long as you want to keep it, you can't do anything about it.
Fair.
Right? So if you really want a good car, you ensure that you get a A-grade car.
So I think basically sort of inspecting the car for first the level that you're getting. Also from a visual standpoint, checking if you have paint blemishes, if if the panel gaps seem more than they
Listen,
should.
the moment you see that, you know you have a problem.
Correct.
Right? Now it's on to you to get to that problem.
Yeah. Correct.
Right?
The excitement shouldn't
Overtake,
overpower that need for getting the correct car or
Correct.
sorted car.
Because see, the excitement I know will last for a week, will last for a month,
Right.
but then it's over. And then when you see those problems or problems occur, you are the person who will go on Instagram and say, "मेरे साथ धोखा हो गया."
Fair. Yeah.
This is not a dealership scam. I mean, I have seen many Instagram posts कि अरे मेरे गाड़ी में ऐसा हो गया वैसा हो गया. अरे ऐसा क्या है? मतलब तू डिलीवरी के साथ क्यों नहीं देखा?
Correct.
And also note that there are certain things which the dealer will not be able to help you with. Like say, for example, if you crack a wheel, that's not the dealer's problem. I'm sorry.
Right.
I was watching an Instagram reel of this couple who were making a huge hue and cry about a cracked wheel. I'm sorry, the cracked wheel is none of the dealership's business.
Right.
The tires, it's none of dealership's business. The clutch, it is not their problem. Today, if you go back to a manufacturer and say, okay, my car engine has conked off, that is a manufacturer issue, dealership issue, everything.
Right.
But things which are wearable, brakes. I mean, most common complaint which I see is the clutch. Clutch kharab ho gaya. Arey, if you ride the clutch, you will burn out the clutch in a couple of months.
Correct.
Then the dealership has nothing to do with it, or the manufacturer.
Right.
It is clearly mentioned in the warranty certification.
Correct.
Ki these are the things which you cannot get out of free from a manufacturer. So you have to pay for it. So be careful about it.
Also, one should remember to check the odometer. Also, I've seen a lot of cases of people complaining about, why does it have like 70 kilometers or 100 kilometers, or ideally it should have a low number.
So ideally it should be in 2 digits.
Yeah.
Because when I remember when I took my Jimny,
Yeah.
delivery of my Jimny,
Yeah.
the Maruti's Nexa dealership goofed up badly. And I only had a day's window because my family, as I said,
Right.
every time I buy a car or a bike, my family always comes with me.
Yeah.
I enjoy that moment. I know they might not be enjoying sitting at a dealership
But they're
for the
coming
full
for
day,
you.
but they come for me. And thank you to my family and everybody, and you guys also come to all my mad excursions. But the thing is that don't let this all overpower you.
Correct.
The moment you get to that situation, you are done.
Right.
Right? So be careful of this. This is your first giveaway. The car, when you see, you search for it. You search for the problems.
Right.
If you don't find a problem, fair enough. That means either the car, see, if the manufacturer is saying it's a B grade car, it's a B grade car. They will not, put on a B sticker just for no reason. It's not.
They're not doing it for fun.
They're not doing it for fun. कि अच्छा इसमें लगा दो उसमें नहीं.
Yeah.
And if you cannot find a blemish, that will also mean that the dealership has been careful enough to sort it out before.
Correct.
So you're sorted. Then you go ahead and say, okay, this car is mine. VIN number dalo on the paperwork, and we are done. That's your car.
So we've spoken a little bit about the outside. We've spoken about paint blemishes, panel gaps, scratches on the car, dents here and there, maybe a cracked window or something on that sort.
No, that is extreme cases. A dealer
Extreme,
will never.
But-
Kilometers.
But kilometers again. We've spoken about.
No, the thing I was mentioning before you picked up that topic, and it's a very very clever topic, and we'll talk about this more when we get to the motorcycle section.
Correct.
Where the story is very different.
Right. Right.
So my story with the Jimny was that the dealership goofed up badly, and I had just that 1 day window
Right.
to get the car, and the dealership called me and said कि sir आपकी गाड़ी मानेसर में खड़ी है स्टॉक यार्ड में. I said, why is my car at Manesar? I had told you from 15 days before that Maruti Suzuki has helped me get a red Jimny, manual, base variant.
Right.
Why haven't you picked up that car when I know that the car has reached the stockyard at least 7 days before this.
Right.
Then they came up with this weird story. Arey sir, truck strike chal raha hai. I said, boss, I work for India Today Group. Okay, don't goof me. I know all about this. You've just forgotten. Now tell me the solution.
Right.
So their point was, sir, we can get the car to you on Sunday, but the car will be driven from Manesar. Now just imagine, Manesar is roughly about 60 kilometers
60,
from
70 kilometers, yeah.
where I was taking the delivery of the car.
Right.
That car will be driven all the way from Manesar by someone who I have no idea of
Right.
to Noida.
Right.
That means the car will log in at least 60 to 70 kilometers.
Fair. Yeah.
Right? Now, can you avoid that? Yes, you can delay the delivery and say कि नहीं मेरा गाड़ी truck में आएगा. I will be the first one to sit in that car and drive it out. Right? You can do that.
Yeah.
But I was not in a position to do that, so I gave them permission. And they were clever enough to take a written approval from me. Why? Because if something happens to the car on the way to the dealership, I said this is something which I am not agreeing to. If the car gets damaged, it's not my car, I'm sorry. Then whatever your amount is, I don't care. I'm not taking the car. I will not take a repaired car.
Correct.
I was very clear. But khair, sab theek thak gaya, but the car was driven. Right? 70, 80 kilometers, the car was driven. So when I got the car, I was at 80 and I was in a soup because I was changing tires, if you remember.
Right.
And my tire guy said कि सर 150 किलोमीटर के ऊपर नहीं चलना चाहिए. Because अगर 150 के ऊपर गए तो ये used tire हो जाएगा. I will not be able to give you the value I am promising you.
Which is fair. Okay.
Right? So I was shit scared. You know कि मैं क्या करना है. So then I was like extra careful with the car when I took delivery. And we got the car at about 5 p.m. finally. And from there we did the puja part and everything. And I immediately drove off to get the tires changed. So that kilometer nahi chade. So these are things which you have to be careful of, that don't take a car which has been used. You're not buying a used car. You are buying a brand new car and you should feel it.
Absolutely.
है ना? The last thing I want to mention here is the story of the motorcycle.
Yeah.
The story of the motorcycle is very different because you will have to work hard to do this PDI on a motorcycle.
Right.
Because unlike cars, motorcycles, scooters have smaller space for these stickers.
Correct.
So these stickers will be at some weird place.
Yeah. You have to find them.
You have to find them. So put in that hard work, find that sticker, you will know what you're getting.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And there is another thing which manufacturers do, a lot of manufacturers do. They seal the fuel tanks. They have a sticker which will be over the fuel tank cap, especially on a motorcycle. So if you see that sticker there, you know you are getting an unmolested motorcycle.
Correct.
Or else, there's some idiot on this floor, showroom floor, who's revving the nuts out of that motorcycle. Exhaust note kaisa hai?
Yeah.
I don't want that bike.
Fair point. Also, I think one of the other things that we have to take care of, since we've touched upon the topic of the car was in the stockyard, is that you need to make sure that the car that you're getting isn't a car or a motorcycle that's been lying around in the stockyard for a long time because of obvious reasons.
No. That has happened. That has happened. But you ought to get a huge discount
Absolutely.
on that car.
Yeah.
Right? Especially manufacturing date. You will see the manufacturing date of the car, right? So if you're buying last year's car, you ask the dealer कि ये last year का गाड़ी है, मेरे को नहीं चाहिए.
Especially at the end of the year. Because
now is the time.
Because they will try and stick a car to you. There is a 2024 make or a
25.
25
We're in
make.
25, Abhinav.
Sorry,
Hello, good morning.
No, but I'm sorry. When I got the Grand Vitara that my family has, he was trying to give us a 24 model at the time, and we bought it right in the beginning of 25. So we were like, no, we want something that's new. We'll wait. It's okay. That's not an issue. So that stockyard thing is again a very important sort of. So I won't name the brand, but there was another brand that we had bought, and it is quite famous for having this sort of issue wherein you go to a stockyard. We went with this person 3 times. He couldn't find the car the first 2 times, so we went back home. The third time when we came, he's like, okay, no, this is the car, and it was filthy. It had been standing there for 3-4 months, I think, and we were just so put off by that
Same. I think we are talking about the same brand.
yeah.
Even when my car arrived at the showroom, the only thing I could see is the part where the wiper has worked.
Exactly.
You know?
Everything else is
Again,
dirty.
you have to give them the benefit of doubt also, Abhinav. I mean, see, these stockyards are generally open fields.
Right.
यार अभी ओपन फील्ड में धूल तो उड़ेगा. मतलब मेरे गराज में धूल हो जाता है गाड़ी. मतलब
No, that's another whole issue that we're talking about from a management standpoint.
Yes.
But yes.
But as long as you are getting a scratchless car at delivery, that is fine.
Yeah,
अरे वो धुल जाएगा, साफ हो जाएगा. I mean, but yes, the deal part of it you should not let go, especially now. Now, December is the time. We are in December 2025 as we are recording this. December is the time when the December delights, December festivities begin.
Yeah.
Why? The Jimny discounts happened in December.
Correct.
Why? Because they had tons of stock, which was 2024 models,
Right.
and they had to push them out. So if you are willing to have a end of the year vehicle, then now is the time to have it.
Absolutely.
Don't worry, the cars are not bad. You are getting warranty from this day. ऐसा नहीं है कि आपका गाड़ी 25 अक्टूबर में बना था तो तब से
It's on the
warranty
point
है.
of sale.
It's the point of sale.
Yeah.
So you are covered as far as warranty and all of that is concerned. But as far as the deal is concerned, यार थोड़ा तो deal मिलना चाहिए ना.
So would you say the Jimny gave you that most special feeling of like taking a car delivery in recent times? You've owned a lot of cars.
No,
Let's
I've
just be
actually-
honest. Rahul has owned a lot of cars and a lot of bikes. He's taken a lot of delivery. Hence, he's very experienced in this field. But what would you say was your most favorite experience out of all of them so far? Most special, let's say.
You will be surprised. It was the venue.
Really?
Yes.
The humble white venue.
The humble white venue which I have, a base variant, 1.2, naturally aspirated, white, manual, no alloy wheels,
No, but I mean,
which Dipayan very happily calls the old man's car. And that was my most special car. It still is. Popular to contrary belief that the Jimny is my favorite car. That venue is very close to my heart because I bought it at a time when I did not think I would be able to buy one.
okay.
And I bought it only because of my family.
Right.
Right? This was in the peak of COVID when the first lockdown opened.
Right.
And we started getting the press cars.
Right.
And I had just lost my dad just about 6 to 8 months before COVID struck. My mom was with me at that point of time. And I didn't want to expose her to the press vehicles
I understand. Yeah.
because the press vehicles were going to various people.
they're in circulation,
Some
so,
people
yeah.
believed in COVID. Some people did not believe in COVID. That is their problem. I was not sure.
Right.
And that time I wanted to buy a car. And thankfully, by the laws of the land, I had to give away my esteem, which had just turned 15. And I was carless because that was the only car I had here at that point of time.
That's a good looking car. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. So at that point of time, I didn't know whether I will be able to afford one. I didn't know whether my job will be there. I had no idea.
Right.
But still, I was brave because I wanted.
So it's special because there was a lot of turmoil involved with it.
Yes, not just that. At that point of time, Hyundai made me feel like a king. That dealership which I picked up the car from were so good.
Right.
They were so good. I mean, their behavior was top class. They were taking extra care for COVID precautions.
Absolutely.
So before the car
Hyundai was quite on point with the whole.
oh my God! I mean, and
delivery during
sure they
COVID.
got a call that okay, so and so person is coming to get the car. So be at your best. Maybe they've got a call. I'm sure they've got a call.
Must have. Yeah.
But what they did for the safety of my family is something which I will always cherish.
Yeah.
You know, they got that. They had a delivery area where they were going to give me the car. So they had got that place sanitized first. Then they had ordered a cake, of course.
Yeah.
Then they had ordered some box of chocolates or something like that, which I think is the regular
Yeah.
thing.
The norm. these
Now I
days.
know it's a regular thing.
Yeah.
They sanitized everything I could see. And when the car came, I was not allowed to see the car first. Naturally, that is what they do.
Yeah.
And it was covered and all. And there was this guy who was in a PPE kit.
Right.
He got out of the car and disappeared. I said, "What's happening?" He said, "Sir, your car has been sanitized by this guy who's wearing a PPE kit to ensure that this car is safe for you."
Right.
And when I removed that kapda and all that, I saw my car for the first time. It was wrapped in, I mean, the seats were wrapped, the steering wheel was wrapped, the gear knob was wrapped. And all I needed to do is remove all of them to get to my car,
Right.
you know. And then they were keeping distance. They were, all the paperwork was done in a separate, on a separate day. The day I reached to pick up the car, it was just pure joy.
Yeah. So hence that
So-
more special.
That car and that delivery was definitely the most special one for me.
Right.
And I hope that all dealerships do the same to customers, whether you are buying a small car or a big car. It doesn't matter. It's a game changer in your life, right?
We'll move slightly away from. So you're talking about the exteriors when you're looking at some points that one should keep in mind when they're looking at interiors. Maybe from an interior quality standpoint.
See, generally that's not the case, because interiors, burns, scratches, etc. is
Mostly-
easily rectifiable at factory level.
Right.
Right? अगर एक सीट फटा हुआ है, so it takes the factory floor not much time to scan it, fix it.
Right.
But if it's a plain paint blemish, the car has to go back to square one.
Correct.
That entire car has to go back to a sequence where nothing is attached to that car.
Right.
Right? So that is a tough thing to do. That is better done at dealership. My suggestion, don't do it.
Yeah.
Because original paint एक बार ही होगा. If you have a minor scratch on the bumper, let it be there. उसको नजर बट्टू के हिसाब से यूज करो.
Absolutely.
You know.
In fact, many cultures have that. When they get a new car or
Yeah,
a
yeah,
bike,
yeah.
they
My dad used to
purposely
say that.
dent
Yeah,
it
yeah.
a little bit so that
Yeah. एक छोटा scratch होना चाहिए.
car
that kind
perfection
of-
isn't
yeah.
real
isn't
per
it?
se.
So that's something which I would suggest you not to do, because the dealership will say, "I will get this rectified." What they will do is remove the bumper and repaint it. Don't.
Yeah.
The finish which a manufacturer will give you, a dealership will never be able to give you, no matter how professional that dealership is.
Absolutely.
है ना? तो स्क्रैच है तो रहने दो, कितना कुछ नहीं दिखता है.
Right.
2 दिन बाद आ जाएगा, वो आपके दिमाग में चढ़ जाएगा कि दिस इज ओके, आई मीन आई हैव अ स्क्रैच, एंड यू आर गेटिंग अ ह्यूज डील फॉर इट.
Absolutely.
है ना?
A new thing that might be an issue with deliveries, since we're talking about cars that are so intelligent now. They have these software updates and they have these very fancy the infotainment systems. Do you think one should get their car checked if they are updated to the latest software in, let's say, is this something that we might become a PDI check in the future?
In the future, especially with the new age electric cars coming in,
Right.
which is hugely software driven,
Absolutely.
you might require to do that, but I cannot comment on that as of now, because
Correct.
that time has not come.
Yeah.
Electric cars are right now at a very nascent stage, and at this point of time, the softwares are not being updated at that time.
Yeah.
Any which way, when you take the car for a first service, they will plug in the OBD tool,
Right.
and if there is a software update, you will get
They will
that
go for it.
automatically.
They will go for it.
So that is something which you don't need to really worry about. In my opinion, that is maybe a problem of the future, but
Yeah.
Not now.
Not
now.
immediate.
Not now.
Um,
Also about bikes, Abhinav, I want to tell you something which might not be in favor of our dealership friends,
right.
but that's a glaring truth when
Right.
you are buying two-wheelers.
Right.
And that is, please ensure that the bike you are taking is a sealed bike.
Right.
Like all those things which I spoke about earlier, that a sticker has to be there. Take it from the lot which they have, not the one which is standing at the dealership.
Right.
See, as opposed to cars, disconnecting a two-wheeler speedometer is a 2-minute job,
Absolutely.
right? So a lot of dealerships I have seen, they give you bikes to ride with by disconnecting the speedometer. You will have 1 kilometer on the odometer, but
But
that
it's
bike must
not
have
really
done
one
500
kilometer.
kilometers.
That's a nightmarish thought.
And yes, and you don't know how that bike has been ridden.
Right.
Please understand that the first 1,000 kilometers in any vehicle is the make it or break it time,
Correct.
especially certain brands.
Correct.
So, run in is the most important time of your vehicle.
Correct.
The better you treat it during the first 1,000 kilometers is going to directly affect the next part of the life.
Correct.
ठीक है ना? उसका रीजन क्या होता है? And I'm talking about ice. Of course, electrics, you don't need to do anything. You just go to hyper mode and ride.
Right.
But when it comes to ice,
Right.
you see, what happens is that the engine is at a nascent stage. The engine, the pistons, basically the conrods, everything beds. It's metal to metal. And sometimes it so happens that while bedding, you will have small uh, metal flakes
Right.
chipping off inside the engine. Nothing alarming, nothing to get worried of. It happens. And the drain plug of the engine sump has a magnet on top.
Right.
So its job is when the oil is recirculating, it is going to take that engine shafting out and ensure that it is not recirculated into the engine. But if you are putting too much pressure on the engine, it might so happen that those flakes are going back.
Correct.
And one scratch on the, I mean, we are talking microns.
Yeah.
You know, we are not talking millimeters or inches. We are talking
Very
a
small.
micron.
Yeah.
A micron can result in a car being the biggest nightmare of your life.
True.
है ना? So, especially for two-wheeler engines, smalls, these 100cc, 150cc, 160, 200, 250, these engines, you need to be very careful. So, please go to a dealership and tell them, where is your stock? I want an unmolested motorcycle which is not in your stockyard. If you need to wait for your favorite color, do. If you can change to a different color, change. But take a sealed bike. Like when I was taking the X-Pulse, my X-Pulse had that sticker on the fuel tank. The batteries were not connected. And a lot of other small ancillaries were not connected.
Right.
So I knew that this motorcycle has come from the factory and nobody's touched it.
Right.
That is what you should do.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's not a good thing to say, but it's the bare truth of our country, and you cannot get away from it.
So, I mean, let's say that it's the day has arrived and you're taking delivery of your car or your bike and all that. And you've negotiated accessories as a part of your deal.
That's going to happen.
Which you should, because that is one of those things that is not given much attention to, because if you do negotiate a deal and if you're not getting that much of a discount, you must at least say you have to give me some accessories. Come on. So any sort of things that we should take care of from an accessory fitment standpoint?
Sure. See, when you are negotiating the car, all this is thrown in as a deal,
Right.
right? So first step is, when you are doing that deal, get it in writing that what you are getting.
Yes.
ठीक है? Floor mats. I'll tell you the basics. Floor mat आता है, seat cover आता है, steering wheel cover आता है, perfume, and your favorite idol.
Yeah.
That is तो
Yeah.
गणपति बप्पा
As
नहीं
Indian as it
बैठेगा,
gets.
whatever, you know, like whatever you have, you know, sometimes you have a verse of the Quran.
Yes.
Depending on
Christ,
your,
anything,
your Christ, you have the Khanda for Sikhs, you have everything,
Yeah.
right? So get that in writing. That is when you have not taken your car. You are
Yeah.
not at delivery level.
Yeah.
At delivery level, this is a very, very, very common occurrence.
Right.
The dealership will tell you, sir वो मैट तो है नहीं.
This
आपको
is a massive.
आपको 70D मैट बोला था, लेकिन मेरे पास 3D है, चलेगा? Take it. take it. Don't worry about it. It's
Correct.
not going to make a big difference.
Yeah.
Yes, having a 7D mat is better than having
A 3D mat.
3D mat. But the 3D mat will also do its job, na?
Correct.
Unless you are a tyrant and don't take care of your car.
Well, one thing that I've felt in recent times is things like mud flaps are now accessories. There was a time when it was not. You would get your floor mats and okay, you won't get seat covers, but you would get mud flaps and you would get floor mats as standard in the car.
यार mud flaps is a totally different story. You have मेरे दुखती रग पे तूने हाथ डाल दिया. The kind of useless mud flaps manufacturers are putting on these cars.
Terrible.
They are terrible mud flaps.
Yeah.
Having them, not having them, it doesn't make any difference anymore.
Yeah.
And especially if the car in front of you is going through a puddle or something like that, the entire spray is on you.
Yeah.
What do you mean by mud flaps? Mud flaps should be long.
Yeah.
Should ensure that the
Stop
spray
the mud. Hence,
stop the spray coming back into your car body or something.
Right.
These damn things don't do anything.
Yeah.
They're just a visual accessory most of the time.
Absolutely.
Unless it's our chimneys with long
bigger,
rubber mats.
yeah.
So these are accessories. But and I'm telling you that out of the 10 things which the dealer will tell you that I will give you, he will at least say 2 to 3 things are not available.
Correct.
Okay, no problem. Could happen. Get it in writing when you are taking delivery.
Correct.
Get it in writing कि ये चीजें मुझे नहीं मिला है and you will give it to me at first service or whatever.
Correct.
Right? If you don't have it in writing, I have had friends who've taken on face value and when they have gone back to first service, the dealer said, ये तो था ही नहीं.
Which is a very common occurrence.
And by
actually.
now you've taken the car, gone away, had good times, bad times, whatever. That story is over.
Correct.
So if you have it in writing, then you are done. You show them that and they will have to comply to that.
Absolutely.
है ना?
From a paperwork standpoint, what do you think? Like there's of course there's the invoice of the car. There's you don't get a registration
RC certificate.
RC certificate right away. So you get a temporary number plate and of course you get the invoice for it.
Depends. So states like West Bengal, states like Maharashtra, you cannot have a vehicle on TC plate.
Okay.
You can only take delivery of the vehicle if it has a proper HSRP mounted onto it.
Okay.
It has to be a registered vehicle to be on the road.
Right.
Of course, here it's a different story. You have a sticker, TC, whatever, and your job done.
I mean, there are many people just roaming around without
I did for the last 1 month. My Aerox.
No. I'm saying like they tore off because we went off her ride, right?
Yeah.
People are not putting it only. They're just driving around.
No. So dealer does his job.
हाँ.
He puts a sticker there.
Yeah.
But you take it for a wash, it's gone.
Yeah.
I mean, 1 महीने में आप wash तो कराओगे बाइक को या कार को.
Absolutely.
The moment you do that, it's gone.
Correct.
So you are roaming around without a number plate.
You also get a fast tag now. In fact, you have an option, I think.
Yes.
They ask you, do you want a fast tag from us?
When I bought the Venue, it was mandatory to buy it along with the car. So it was built with the car.
Okay.
But the Jimny, they asked me whether you want the fast tag. Should we get it done? I said, yes, get it done. I mean, I don't want to run around. That's another bloody nightmare, I tell you.
Yeah.
So I said, get it done so that I am sorted. So they got that done. As far as paperwork is concerned, depending where you are, you have to have the insurance for sure.
Yeah.
You need, you will have the invoice, the billing,
Correct.
and you will have the warranty certificate,
Correct.
which will come.
Right.
If you have an extended warranty, then you will have either a certificate or a mention somewhere
Correct.
that your vehicle is on extended warranty. Please ensure that you have it. And last but not the least, your RC if you are in certain states.
Correct.
It will come. But don't get worried if the RC is not there because the RTO takes some time to send the RC card to RC card.
I mean,
or
even
paper.
with the Aerox, they've told you that it's going to take some time.
No, it's come now. It took 1 month. Yeah,
okay, finally.
It's come.
Yeah, it's here.
So that was Dhanteras time I bought the bike, So like hundreds and thousands of vehicles being. I mean, RTO पे भी थोड़ा रहम करो. मतलब उतना उसको तो time लगेगा ना. छापने को भी तो time लगेगा.
And there are a lot of cars and bikes being bought around this time.
Yeah. So they told me. So the dealership told me they were very vocal about it. That sir 1 महीने से पहले नहीं आएगा. आप चलाओ आराम से कोई नहीं.
Correct.
Your bike is insured.
Correct.
But please make sure that your insurance is a zero dep and it covers out of state also.
Also, I think some of the other things that you have to take care of is, of course, if your car has, the owner's manual, if it has the toolkit,
This is a very big problem. All manufacturers have moved to digital,
which is sad.
which is sad. Don't you think that you should have a nice book which you can refer to
Absolutely.
rather than a app,
Yeah,
whatever
it doesn't
thing?
make sense.
I don't know.
I need like that booklet to always be in the glove
है ना?
box.
It
It's
feels
just like
so good.
there is stuff in the There's of course there's the first aid kit which should also be there.
So the checklist is very long.
Yeah.
Actually, the checklist for delivery is very long.
Correct.
Apart from all this other paperwork and thing, you get first aid kit, you get the paperwork booklet,
Correct.
you get
The
spare
owner's
tire,
manual,
the
spare tire,
toolkit,
the toolkit. Yep.
standard accessories. Please check that all of them have been mounted in, because a lot of time manufacturers send vehicles not ready to go.
Correct.
And when I got to know this very recently, because I bought a Excel. I bought a Excel super moped.
I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing with you because it is a very special thing. It is one of those things that I think very few people have, like at least in our industry.
So I bought a Excel super. I don't ask me why. I mean, why I bought it. It's a long story, but I bought one. And when he showed me the bike, it was like the handlebar was folded niche. There was nothing. There was like no speed. The indicators were not there. I said, what the hell is this? He's like, sir, ये ऐसे ही आता है. आप देख लो.
And then we'll start
50
putting.
खड़ा है यहाँ पर. Whichever you want, I will give it to you. But this we will have to.
Interesting.
Yeah. So this is something which I learned. It was a very surprising thing.
Right.
Apparently, if you fold the bikes like that, it's easy to
Bring a lot more.
yes,
Oh,
in one
okay.
truck.
Right.
So it had a bag. It had like a plastic bag full of goodies,
Correct.
which had to go on this. The sari guard, the indicators, because they're breakables, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
And the handlebar mounted. So just imagine if you just fold down the handlebar of the
Yeah, it saves a lot of
Excel,
space, yeah.
so much of height.
Yeah.
You can have one more Excel on top of it, in the truck.
Correct.
So it comes in that way. So don't get worried. So the dealership is also well prepared
Right.
to take care of these issues, right? These
Also, we're not saying that dealerships are inherently against you. We're just saying that you must have due diligence before getting your car. So there's nothing against dealerships.
nothing extra. No. And they're most of the time good people, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
depending on what kind of dealership and how many cars they are selling.
I mean,
in
that can completely change your
Oh, yeah, yeah.
experience if the
Yeah, yeah.
salesperson
Absolutely.
and the dealership is on point. You might
Absolutely.
just end up buying a car that you may not. You'll be like, oh, maybe it's my second choice.
हाँ.
Maybe it's my third choice.
बिल्कुल.
But that makes such a big difference.
बिल्कुल. I have had both ends. Like my other car, I had a nightmare with, and that was not supposed to be it. The manufacturer was very apologetic about it.
Correct.
But see, what happens is most of the time, what the manufacturer envisages doesn't happen,
Correct.
and especially for bigger brands
Right.
when they are moving so many vehicles. Like if it's a dealership which is selling like one car a day or 2 cars a day, they can have a higher level of delivery satisfaction.
Correct.
But someone like a Hyundai or a Maruti, each dealership is sitting there like especially when some bumper model comes, like some super hit car comes, and then they are like, everybody want mera gadi udhar kyun hai? So they will go haywire. But do they inherently mess up your experience? No.
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 I mean, of course they don't want to. But, a lot of, this is one of the last topics we can speak about, but some manufacturers are very good at this and some manufacturers are obviously not. But, and it makes a really big difference in the buying experience of a human being, of a person who's wanting a brand new car. I mean, I know for a fact that I will avoid certain brands because I've not had a very good experience.
Hey, name the brand.
No. I think most people will know what I'm talking about, but it's something that the service, the sales, everything was so bad after like.
No, I'll tell you why. You have to understand why. And this is nothing against the manufacturer.
Correct.
Okay? And I'm very vocal about my bad experience when I was buying the Jimny.
Right.
Now, when I spoke to the manufacturer told us whatever you have faced was something which we never wanted our customers to have. And that is why we created a sub-brand Nexa.
Correct.
The Nexa dealership is supposed to give you that
It'll be
lovely
a
experience.
little more superior. In some
Right?
ways. Yeah.
But are they following it? Is something, especially for something like a Maruti Suzuki, where like thousands of dealerships.
Right.
How can you maintain that level of quality across, like say for example, some godforsaken village in tier 3 city somewhere? I mean, how do you know what kind of delivery practices they are following?
Absolutely.
You are sitting in Delhi, you're sitting in Bombay, you're sitting in Calcutta, you can still to some level do it.
Yeah.
But then what do you do with the rest?
True.
तो ऐसा होता है यार, मतलब ठीक है, मतलब as long as you are getting your car in a proper way, you have not been duped, you have not been asked for to ensure that you pay extra for compulsorily
Yeah.
pay extra for accessories and all, it's fine,
Absolutely.
it's okay. थोड़ा बहुत ऊपर नीचे चलता है.
Many years ago, we bought an A-Star and we bought it from a dealership which is right next to the original Maruti Suzuki factory, which is right behind my house. And that was probably the smoothest buying experience I've ever had. I don't
It
remember.
must be a Coco.
A Coco being? I'm sorry.
Coco is company owned, company operated.
Yeah, I think it is because it was so smooth, and that time there was no Nexa or anything. It was
Yeah,
just-
of course.
There was just
It's
Maruti
a recent
Suzuki.
phenomenon.
And everything, it was on point.
I'm telling you. So
Before I came, he knew what had to be done.
absolutely, absolutely. They will show you colors. They will. Why? Because it's a company owned, company operated. That's why they call it Coco.
Right.
So that's the basic of. But when the requirements are so high, your number of cars. Have you seen how many cars they've sold last month? I mean, crazy
it's
amount of.
insane, yeah.
I mean, how do you? I mean, out of those lakh customers or whatever who bought a Maruti Suzuki last month, there will be 10, 15, 20% people who are unhappy.
Yeah, fair.
Some are legit unhappiness
Fair.
and some are forced unhappiness.
Correct.
So I think that's okay. Thoda bahut chalta hai. But bottom line is what we wanted to speak about in this episode was your rights, what you should check before you even delivery is much later. When you go and finalize your car.
The whole process.
Do the hard work at that time, delivery will be much smoother, is what I think.
True. I think the PDI is like a red carpet moment, but you are the inspector.
Yes.
You have to make sure.
Yes.
You know.
And don't get bribed about it.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much it for this time. Thank you so much for joining us once again. And let us know in the comments section some of the good experience, some of the bad experiences you've had, and maybe suggestions for what you'd like for us to talk about next time around. Thank you so much for joining us.